Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. Today is day 4 of 30 Days of Resin. And since the holidays are coming up, obviously I'm going to do a few things for the holidays, and I thought I would make this adorable little deer mold. I'm just going to use brown colorant in the resin, and then for the details on him I'm going to use my Artex acrylic markers. So why don't we get started? And this is a quick and easy one. So the way this is made, he stands up like this and you fill up his bottom with the resin. So he takes a lot of resin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 little, mixing bowls full of resin. And I'm going to put the same amount of drops into each one so that I make sure that the color is the same as I pour it. Now you can pour little by little if you'd like. That would be fine, and then cure it. I'm going to pour the entire thing and fill up the mold and then cure it. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. Okay, now I know I'm probably going to need more than this, but this is a start. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 drops in each. Okay, and in each mixing bowl I have the same amount of resin. So I just want to make sure I stir it up really good. Now you can make these into an ornament because with the resin it's very lightweight. You can just make it into a little desk pal, and he can sit at your desk and watch you do your computer work, or if you're an artist doing your artwork, he'll be there to watch you and keep an eye on you, make sure you get your work done. So let's keep mixing. And then also, because this is a transparent color, we're not using the mica powder. When you have it on a tree, if you make it into an ornament, it will, the lights will show through, and I think that would be really pretty. Alright, so I have to use my heat gun for this because there's a lot of bubbles. So, sorry for the noise. Okay, so now we'll start pouring it in. Now I can see already that I may need a couple more of these. Yes, definitely a couple more. So we'll just fill this up. I'm not sure if I'm going to need 3, so I'm just going to do 2 to begin with. And we're doing 4 drops again. Okay, and I'll need my heat gun. Okay, and then we'll pour these in. And it looks like we may have a little left over, but that is okay. Not much. Okay. Now I just want to say, I think I put a little bit too much in there. I'm gonna have to take some away. Okay, there we go. When you have a project like this that you're working on, and it's a little larger, and obviously when you put it under your light is obviously smaller and maybe a little more difficult to put it over. So you could either hold the sides and light it up and just hold it. But what I do is I start curing it first with the light by holding it, and then I use the sun. I'll take it outside and I'll let it sit in the sun for, you know, half hour or whatever, and I'll make sure I turn it every so often so it gets all the sides. So that's an option, or if you have a bigger lamp, that works too. So I'm going to cure this and I'll come back and then we'll do all the details on him. Okay, so now it's ready to be taken out of the mold. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get it out, but we'll do our best to get it out. It is a tough one. Okay. Scared I'm gonna rip it. I can't get it off. Oops. Moving everything here. Let's see. Oh, got one side. Oh. Oh. Look how cute it looks after all that. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. So we just have to do some eyes, and then there's some other little things to do. He's got little spots. We can do the inside of the ears. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Now on the bottom it's a little rough, so I would file that down. All right. So for the spots, I'm like looking for a light tan, maybe for the cheeks, the pink. This darker pink for the ears. I have 2 sets of these markers, so I've seen it probably in another video, I think, maybe not. So here's a tan, and these are just Artex. Also, I have 2 different sets. This is one set, and then this is the other. And then when you look it up online, they just show both sets. You just choose which one you want. They both have different colors to them. So do we want to make this Rudolph? We can make a red nose there. Or we could just do a pink nose. And then I'll need some white for the eyes. Let's see. But we do baby blue eyes, maybe. I don't know. Alright, and we'll need black. I'm going to get too technical with this. Here's black. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to move my chair a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Let's do his little spots first. Might have to do 2 layers. Now if you make a mistake, you can wipe it off with your finger, or you can use a baby wipe. I'm not really liking how that one looked, so I might take that one off. And this one. Now there are ridges, so we can maybe get into that ridge. Okay, there's his little spots. Let's do his ears. Inside of his ears, just do just a little. I don't know if you can see that. Just did a little pink. Do we want his nose red? We can make him Rudolph. Okay, we might have to do a second coat on that. And then we have some pink, so we can do his cheeks. Remember, we have to do a second coat so that it looks good. And then the black, we can do his little mouth. And it looks like his tongue is sticking out, so once that dries, we can put some red on that. Or we can put this pink. We can use this pink to make his tongue. Oops. I don't know if you can see. And then for his eyes, maybe I'll do like a white border. And then the inside I'll do black with a white highlight. Okay. Fix his little cheeks. More pink on there. Maybe I'll make his tongue pink. And you can see it a little bit better. Okay. And then, let's see. Or do we want to do like blue eyes, or do you want to do, what do you think? Let's see what the blue looks like. Maybe we'll do blue eyes. I think that's too light. Or maybe we'll do the blue and then do the black and then just do highlights. Okay, let that dry. And we gotta do the nose. I forgot about that. Get that nice and red. And then gotta be careful now because I'm gonna do the black centers, and I want to keep some of the blue. Oops, I messed that one up a little bit. I'm gonna make the pupil a little larger. It's cute. Let that dry a bit. And I'll just do a couple little highlights on the eyes. I might have to fix the white a little bit here. Okay, we'll do a highlight. Boop. And then do a bigger one. A little boop. And then a bigger one. See? Well, it looks really cute. Okay, so we got a little Rudolph. All right. Let's see if there's any other things that we can color on him. He's got a little tail, so cute. But that's pretty much it. So we can put the markers away. And then the next step would be is to cover him with a thin layer of resin and then cure him. Okay, so once you get the face put on, I'm going to use some sticky tack, and this is just a acrylic, I think this is for stamps, and I'm just going to use that because it's a little larger than my glass tiles. Just straighten this up a bit, and then nice big wad of sticky tack on there so he stays on. And then I'm going to put some of this resin in here. And for this, I'm using a brush because I'm going to brush him all over and then I'm going to cure him. So first, I'll start with the back. Get that all done first. And you can do the antlers and everything. And we'll just give him a nice shiny coat. And these acrylic stamp pads or whatever they are, it really helps because it gives you a lot of room to turn it and move it around. Now I'm being careful because I want to get all the spots, and then I'm going to get where he's colored last. And then also to clean your brush, you can use 100% acetone nail polish remover. And you can just put some in a little glass container, glass jar, whatever. Nothing you use for food, just something that you can use just to clean your brushes off with. You put a little bit of the acetone, the 100% acetone nail polish remover into the glass bowl or dish or whatever. I just save like those little glass dessert dishes, and I just use those. And then they also come in handy to throw things in. So, yeah, you can use that. And don't leave your brush just sitting in it because it'll destroy your brush. Just use it to clean the brush off as best as you can. Get all the resin out of it, and then you'll wash it with soap and water right after. And then when you're drying it, make sure that you put your brush standing up like in a jar or something so it can dry properly and it doesn't get mushed. That's one thing I don't like seeing, is when people use these brushes and they're so mushed up. Oh my gosh. Makes me cringe when I see that. Like, why are you doing that to your brushes? Also, if you have some kind of little brush stand, you can use that. I have one that looks like a little kitty, It's actually for chopsticks, but I use it for my brushes. And this is what it looks like, and then you just stand your brush up like that and it can dry naturally. Okay, let's do the face now. Do this first. I think it turned out really cute. You can give this as a gift. You can, if you want, you could drill a hole right there, put an eyelet screw in there, and then put some ribbon on it and make it into an ornament. I think that would be really adorable. I'm just going to use it as a little friend on my desk until Christmas, and then when it's Christmas time I want to use him as a decoration. And then make sure you didn't miss any spots. You can see it in the light if you did, because it's like one part might not be as shiny as the other, so you can see those areas, and then just hurry up and paint them in. Like right now I can see I did one eye, this one, but this one over here I did not do. So, and I can tell because you can see more of the marker and it's not shiny. Okay, let me see, make sure I got all the spots. I did. Oh, I did. Yes, yes. Tips of the ears I got. His little behind and tail. Oops, some ran off a little bit. It dripped. That is okay. I just use a baby wipe to clean that up. Oops. Just do that. Clean it up as best as I can. So I don't want to ruin my little stamp pad. And then I'm just gonna, I think I hit this a little bit, so I'm just fixing it a touch. Okay, I see where it's kind of under his behind, so I have to just kind of get that out as best as I can. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the resin and just go back over this, because it made some little marks and I don't want the marks there. Alright, so let me clean this up. Put this down, maybe get another wipe, make sure everything's cleaned up properly before we start curing. Now I'm going to cure this for, I would say, I'm going to do it for 180 seconds, but what I have to do though is I'll do 180 seconds, rotate them, 180 seconds, rotate them, you know, didn't just continue on like that, just keep rotating them until you feel that he is totally cured. All right, so I'm going to start curing, and then when I'm done, I'll come right back. All right, so now he is cured. I did 180 seconds on each side of him, and we can peel him off. A little resin got on there, but I think that's fine. I bought this at Dollar Tree. So, and I bought that mainly for working on small pieces for my clay. So It was $1.25, so I can just get another one if I need to. Also, his bottom, remember some kind of got under there. He needed a little like filing down because he was sharp, and you don't want, if you, especially if you're using this for you know, a decoration on your desk, or you know, for Christmas, you don't want it scratching up any area that you put it on. So just file it down. You don't have to make it totally flat, but like in here, you don't have to make this totally flat. Just these edges, you gotta file down. So I'm just gonna continue filing them down. You can also use a rotary tool, and you can just sand this down really quickly. So I'm gonna finish filing it down off camera, and then when I come back, I'll show you how I do the top layer for that. So the filing took a little longer than I thought, so I just pulled out the rotary tool, and then this is the bit that I use for sanding it down, and I think it works great. So all right, so next, just putting that away. We need this again, and some sticky tack. All right, so I'm going to stand them up. So I'm going to split this up, put two different spots there. So make sure this is level also, so that when you stand him up on a table, he's not like rocking like a lot. So this feels pretty level. So I'm just gonna shove his antlers into there, like that. Get my brush, and then I'm just gonna coat this area here. And what this also will do, any rough areas, it will get rid of the rough areas. So just be careful. Make sure you get all the areas that you sanded. This has a little something there. I gotta get that off. Okay, let me see. All right, so that won't be seen because it's the bottom, but obviously you don't want it scratching anything up. So if you put the clear coat on, it smooths it out. So I'm going to cure that, but I just wanted to show you how I cure it. Did I move my camera? I must have moved my camera. So when I cure it, this is not high enough. So I put it above, hold it, and then I get 2 jars of mica powder. And I just set it underneath the edges here on both sides, and it is just high enough so I can cure. I have to move it back a little bit. Oops. It's doing better before. I don't know why now it's starting to act up. Just turn it on and then set these in. Okay. And then I'll just cure that for 180 seconds. Okay, he's done curing. I just wanted to show you, I cured him upwards for 90 seconds just to make sure that that was cured a little bit, and then I turned him over and he sat on his bum. On here he's raised up a little bit, and then that way he cured the rest of the way. So here he is. Now, like I said, you can make him into an ornament by putting a little eyelet screw in the top. Just drill a hole and put an eyelet screw there. And you can put a ribbon in, or some kind of colorful, Christmassy like either a ribbon or a string, and you can hang it on your tree. And plus, because he's a little bit see-through, when he's near the lights will show through him a little bit. But I'm going to use him just as a little like statue type thing, just a little decoration. I think he turned out really cute. Hope you did too. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell for notifications of my upcoming videos. Tomorrow will be video number 5 for 30 days of resin. So I'll see you then. You have a good day. See you soon. Bye-bye.